Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, sir, you must be having absolute heartache watching the city decompose.
Yeah, it's true. I have a sense of, it's hard to describe. Last night, for example, I had dinner with two very close friends, both of whom are very, very successful businessmen, both from New York, and they now live in Florida. And the entire conversation was almost exactly the things that you were saying. And I went through with them the budget decisions that I made in 1994. I did exactly the opposite of what he's doing. I had a deficit that proportionally was as big as his, maybe bigger.
Dinkins was horrible.
Yeah, and we also had even a lot more crime, and we had riots. And I decided that if I raised taxes anymore, it'd be an endless cycle. So I'd raise taxes. I'd kind of make believe I was plugging up the budget deficit. And then 2 years later, I'd have to raise them again. And then I'd have to raise them again because I'd keep losing people. And I decided maybe I'd do something novel. I would lower taxes. And I picked a tax called the hotel occupancy tax. I cut it in more than half. And within 2 years, I was collecting 3 times more revenue from it. And then I used that to do the biggest tax cuts New York City ever had. I actually was able to convince Democrats to vote for lower taxes because I could show them that by cutting the hotel occupancy tax in half, 3 years later, I had so many more people coming to New York, so many more conventions, that on the lower tax, I was making a fortune.
Wow. I mean,
and that's what you have to do. I mean, you have to have taxes, but they have to be like anything else. They have to be reasonable, rational, sensible. New York City spends more than the entire state of Florida.
That's so crazy. So, Mr. Mayor, I got to ask you this.
8 million people, 8.5. They have 22 million. And it isn't. I mean, a lot of it is corruption.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, as we see, digging into Minneapolis and a couple of other places.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.